Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Disorder. I'm playing... I'm thinking of a lot of game titles except this one. Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age. Last episode we finished off, I think, the northern part of some kind of a plain area. And we also did the eastern side of Heliodor City. Or whatever. The town of Heliodor. And today we're going to go and check out the central square. And also the other side. The west side. If there is, of course, anybody to talk to. Yes. So, where are you from, then? What's that? Cobblestone, you say? Where's that, then? Down south? Never heard of it. Of course you haven't. Cobblestone is for the VIPs. Infectious dancing. I just love music. This band, this band are the best. I wish I could play an instrument. Heliodor is surrounded by mountains, which serve as a kind of natural wall, keeping monsters and other nasties at bay. That's why we live such a safe, secure lives. I've just found out you can tell what oasis you can go into by the red lines on the map. Who knew? It's amazing the things you learn from books and that, eh? Indeed. You might want to go climbing around on the roofs one of these days. There's a ladder in an alleyway over to the west that'll get you up there. Listen to the latest clever thing that my husband... Oh my god, these eyes. Husband said. Just because something seems useless, that doesn't mean it is. Keep hold of everything you find, just in case. Except for those old Drazilian coins, of course. The only thing they're good for is selling. Meat! Get your delicious meat! These people? Sir Jasper every time. The two top knights up at the castle are Sir Jasper and Sir Hendrik. Oh boy. I'm sorry, I'm having some issues with my nose. But if you ask me, Sir Jasper's the best by a long way. Yes, he's the one for me. Sure, he's not going to win any award for friendliness, but who cares? He's a real looker, and he's a strategic genius. The king even asks his advice sometimes. When the monster attacked Dundrasil, it was Sir Hendrik and his men who fought them back. He is the mightiest warrior in the whole kingdom. They say the king was surrounded by the enemy, but Sir Hendrik came to his rescue. He's been known as the hero of Heliodor ever since. My god, I'm still having issues. Right. Came all the way to Heliodor with just one goal in mind. To catch a glimpse of two of the greatest heroes in all of history, Sir Jasper and Sir Hendrik. The only problem is that they won't let me into the castle. Can you believe it? Well, if I'm not going to get to meet them in person, I suppose I'll have to bide my time by reading up on them instead. You know, if you wanted to earn my eternal gratitude, you could help me find a book about the exploits of those two fabulous knights. I did find one of theirs. Oh, thank you so much. I know there's a book about my favorite knights just sitting on a bookshelf somewhere. I've taken a look around to the west side of the city, so maybe you should head east. If you see any bookshelves with red books in them, take a closer look. Apparently they're the ones worth reading. If you do manage to find a book about Jasper and Hendrik, make sure to come back and tell me about it, won't you? I should have... Like, I've read this book. So... Okay, but I guess I'll have to go and read it again. Where is this book? I have to remember which buildings have books in them. Let's see though, because I thought this was one of the buildings that had some stuff. No. My god, the struggles of having allergies. It sucks. I hate it. It's annoying. Gives me a runny nose. That's the worst moment, of course. Have I already checked this out? Yeah, okay. I think I've already checked out like every single building over here, but these things also reset. Or at least the pottery does. Is this the book about the knights? No. This is about the blacksmith. This is a little bit shitty. Let's see, because this is the inn over here, I think. I seem to remember there being some books in the inn also. Let's see. Is this the thing? No. That's about monsters. There's no book in here. There's only a cabinet in here. That leads me to the outside. And this also. Don't you love having to remember stuff from a day earlier for a freaking quest? What other building can I check out that I haven't checked out quite yet? Stuff all the way in the back over here. Please tell me that this is the... Okay, I can see another bookcase. Ah, here it is. No matter how ferocious an assault the monsters may launch against Heliodor, this great kingdom shall not fall, for two heroic figures will stand in the path of any attacker. The first is Sir Hendrik, a warrior without equal. Countless times has he ridden his colossal black steed, Obsidian, fearlessly into the heart of an oncoming assault, scattering the enemy like so many leaves. He is chivalrous to a fault, and considered to be by many to be the greatest swordsman in the world. Even the vilest, most towering troll dare not stand its ground when facing with his swirling greatsword. Or whirling. The second half of this gallant duo is the shrewd and ingenious Sir Jasper, regarded as the sharpest military mind of the age. He has led heavily outnumbered forces to glorious victory again and again. Though as a swordsman he may be no match for Sir Hendrik, his ability to analyze any battlefield and quickly arrive at the ideal strategy for the situation at hand is unrivaled. With these two great men, the swordsman and the strategist, to protect it, Heliodor need fear no foe. There we go. Let's go back to the dude with the quest. On the other side of town, of course. While I still struggle with my nose. Hello, man. Oh, hello there. I can tell from the look of that, from that look in your eyes that you found that book. Go on, tell me what it said. What's that? Sir Hendrik is the mightier swordsman, but Sir Jasper's a peerless military tactician. I'd heard as much. And between the two of them, they've made Heliodor a nigh-on unbeatable military force. Well, I never fancy that. Ah, I'm so glad you shared it with me. Now I feel a lot closer to my heroes, and I feel a lot safer knowing they're around to protect Heliodor. Thank you so much for enlightening me. I may not have met them, but this is the next best thing. Here's a little something to say thank you. I got a Brazilian shilling. Quest complete. Let's go and take a look at what I just got. I can sell these. Okay. Can be sold for a few gold coins. Okay. Nothing of you. Let's see though. Because I can check out the back of this town, but I don't really think there. I'm so bored. Oh, there is actually a pot of here. More gold coins. Always appreciate it. Bada bada bada. You know what? I like the music in this game in a certain way. But it's not amazing, I would say. In my humble opinion, of course. I like it enough, but it's not always my style, if you know what I mean. I do like the fact that they have a certain style and that they stick to it, though. Right. Can't really see anything else around here. There's a kid. I came here looking for some excitement. But there's nothing going on. Maybe I should stick to the main track rather than loitering in back alleys. Why do I feel like that was directed towards me? Let's see. 5 gold coins. I'm not sure how random the things are that you get from these. Baby, you're the one. Check it out, yeah. Let's go and enter this building. See what I can find in here. There's a cabinet over here. With 37 gold coins in it. Well, that's pretty good. Moonward bolt. Whatever the hell that does. We have a dude over here. So you're a traveler, eh? Well, I don't know where you're from, but around here we don't go barging into people's houses without so much as a buy your leave. Yeah. I don't care. There's a book called A Brief History of Heliodor. Fred takes it from the shelf and takes a closer look. Situated atop rocky cliffs, Heliodor was never blessed with fertile soil or bounteous rain. Farmers could never reap a plentiful harvest from its earth, which all agreed was barren. But one day, in search of a land to call their own, two brothers came to these unwelcomed wilds, and began a daring attempt to reclaim them from nature. Many sneered at their seeming folly, but the brothers paid them no heed and toiled on. A grand irrigation system soon saw the soil brought to life, and their first yield of crops exceeded all expectations. Their deeds united the farming families around them, and a new united realm soon sprang up from the transformed land, with the two brothers as its kings. Thus was born the nation of Heliodor. That's pretty cool. Nothing in that pot. Wait, he just said something, probably because I broke one of his pottery in his face. Oh well. Tis but pottery. The door is locked from the other side. Ah, some pottery over here. Intriguing. Ba-da-ba. Let me go this way for a second. I did notice that there's... Aha, there's a ladder over here. Do you have something to say? Here's my idea of a perfect evening. Work hard, feel the burn, eat till you're fit to burst, and go for a nice long walk. If you're going to travel the world, you're going to run into monsters, and that means you need to get ripped. Do it! Do it! Do it. A ladder? Here? Yes, it's to sneak around and get the treasure. I see. I just can't do it. I'm absolutely convinced that there's treasure down this chimney, but I can't stand dark places, so I'm too scared to go down and have a look. Well, I'm gonna go down. Pop, 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 pop. So there's a book to read. Let's see. No book over here. Let's go read. There's a scrap of paper hidden in between the two books. Fred takes it from the shelf and takes a closer look. There's nothing out of more than the longing looks of those slum dwellers who pass beneath my balcony and gawk at my treasure chest with their hungry eyes. The envy of the unwashed masses is well found, for the chest holds my greatest treasures, but I rest easy in the knowledge that it remains completely inaccessible. Just as I did yesterday and today, tomorrow I shall bask in the covetous glance of the rats scurrying below. Ha 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 ha! A seed of defense. Or deafness, I think. Nice. Increases my deafness. Or my dexterity rate. I think deafness is a thing that also increases your hit chance. Alright. A yoink. A gold bracer, wow. I didn't even notice that was an accessory. Wow. Nice. I don't remember what charm does. I don't think it does that much though. And yeah, I don't have that. I did remember something else though. Where is it? It's not this one. I think it's this menu. No? Where is this menu? Ah, here's where you can see the local monsters. Okay, there we go. Now I know. Nearby quests and sparkly spots. Okay, alright, so that's how I do that. I thought that there was a way for me to get some stuff at some point. And this is the character builder. Quest catalog system. Ah, over here. So, especially try on some travelers, talks of a show here. Let's go and get these things. You can now choose the Dragon Quest 8 soundtrack as a music that will play when you're outside a battle. Huh. And happy adventure things. Which gives me seeds of skill and pep pop. Wow. Yeah, sure. I will hold on to these things though, because they might be a bit more important. And I'll leave the baby boar stuff for later on, because I cannot wear that with the character that I have right now. So now I have a new outfit. Is this stuff better than what I'm wearing? Yes, it actually is. Well, increase my maximum HP and charm. Yeah, sure. And now I look like the yeah. Wow. And now I look like the character from Dragon Quest VIII. That's interesting. I guess I'll run around with this for a little bit. There's Hwa in the hell not. There's also this bugger, but can't really do anything with him. I unlock the door. And I leave. Let's go over to the armor shop. Or like just the armory in general. Might be able to find some interesting stuff over there. With the emphasis on might, because this armor set that I'm wearing right now. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't be wearing this. No, sure. Let's go and do it like that. I'm not going to be wearing this because I don't think that everybody is going to have this. And I might as well just do it like this. Right. Armor is every adventure's best pal. But the chips are down. I'll always be there for you. So come on. What do you say? Let's see. A leather shield. How much money? I have a lot of money. I have quite a sizable amount of money. Yeah. That's it. I'll be carrying it. Yes. And then we have a leather helmet, which I'll also go and buy. Yep. And then leather armor, which I would also like to buy. There we go. Let's go and sell for my inventory, because I don't need the Wayfarer stuff. I don't need the bandana. I do not need the pot lid. And that's it. I actually never knew that you could have multiple pages of things to carry. That's very interesting. Alright. No one sells sharper swords than me, mate. You can look, but you'd probably best not touch. Copper sword. Yeah, sure. Just an upgrade. There we go. I don't think I can get rid of the cobblestone sword, right? Yeah, no. Cannot be sold. Okay. So now I have a new sword on my back. Okay. I do think that that is everything explored right now. So let's go into the royal part of town. If you ask me who I wanted to be in, who I most wanted to be in the world, I'd have to say Sir Henry, but every man in the kingdom would say the same thing. He's basically an all-around legend. They say that when the world was in trouble, or when the world is in trouble, a true hero will appear. They must be talking about it. So you're a visitor from Heliodor, eh? Or are you? Well, don't pull anything funny or I'll sling you into the dungeons. Got it? Okay. Wahey. All's well in Heliodor. For now. I can just enter this place. Oh boy. Hello, my lady. Busy, busy, busy. I wonder how long it's going to take me to get arrested from stealing people's stuff. Well, I guess it's about to find out. She didn't even notice. A set of plain clothes. Let's see. Let's see some barrels over here. She gives me even more money. More money. Cannot go through this door. Okay, so it's only for that cabinet. And I guess also the gold. I love doggies. Woof woof. Who doesn't love doggies? Medicinal herb. Cannot go through this door. Hello. King Carnelian is surely the wisest of rulers. His influence spreads far and wide. In fact, it would be no exaggeration to call him the king of the world. Anything in here? No. Hello, milady. The water's so still and beautiful. It feels like it's drawing me in. Spleege. This young thief broke into the castle treasury in search of loot. Now he's banged up in the dungeons. Such a waste. He had his whole life ahead of him, and he just went and chucked it all away. Feeling savage. Just throwing him into the dungeon and letting him rot. I love it here. It's simply marvelous. And you know the best part? Only fantastically rich folk like you truly can afford to live here. I think I've met the love of my life. But how do I tell her? I don't want to pick the wrong moment and blow it. Done your homework? Okay, okay. Let's see, so the kids over here and another lady. You see the big swanky house over there? Well, it belongs to some rich and slightly vulgar stranger. Just turned up one day, bought the land, and had it built. The showy blighter. Small to the front extra goes to look. Wait, what? One is currently indisposed. Shan't be long. Ah, I see. So you're a man of culture as well. Visitors better get to work. Nothing. Hello. Heliodor's the most powerful kingdom in the world. You know, it has been ever since the fall of Dundrasil. $100 gold. Nice. These people just letting me take it. I'm not complaining there. Cannot go to this door. And probably not to this one either. Nope. There is a book, however. There's a book called The Lurid Allure of the Dingy Dungeons. Far below the basement and storerooms of Heliodor Castle, deep within its very bowels, lie the dungeons that house the most heinous and hardened criminals in the kingdom. Many who have been locked away in these cold, dank cells have not lived to see the outside world again. Those whose crimes are deemed truly unforgivable are thrown into the deepest cell of all, from which it is said to be all but impossible to escape. A death sentence is in all but name. Take care to stay on the right side of the law, dear reader, lest you too be locked up and the key thrown away forever. Cool painting. Okay, I think I've done just about everything that I can do right now. Well, except for talking to this guy. Wow, look at this. I wonder how much it's worth. If I sold it, I bet I'd never have to work again. You see this two-headed eagle? It's a symbol of Heliodor. It's on the flag as well. Apparently, yes. Alright. Hello.
Halt! Not so fast.
State your business.
Here, shake my hand, mate. That's the funniest one I've heard all week.
Clear off, will ya? We haven't got time for this kind of nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
Ah? What's that? You want to show that pendant to the king, you say?
Ah. Do you mind waiting here a minute?
Huh? Ever so sorry for that little misunderstanding. Please, go right on through. His Majesty's waiting for you.
Alright. And now we get to explore Heliodor Castle. Yes, people. Even more. To think it's been so many years since Dundradil was attacked by the terrible horde of monsters. King Carnelian was lucky to make it out alive, you know. And his daughter, the princess, well, she wasn't so lucky. The world can be such a cruel place. Who would have thought that... What the hell is that kind of... Who would have thought that a beautiful kingdom could be wiped out just like that? Curse those monsters. Well, at least we have Sir Hendrik, with the hero of Heliodor to protect us. We won't be going the same way as Dundradil anytime soon. Wow. The words. Of violently erupting. Sounds of flashing. What is life? This tree has been here since before I was born. It is simply magnificent. It requires no care, but retains its noble form entirely naturally. Excuse me for a moment while I steal things. You must be the luminary. You've created quite a stir, you know. It's nice to be able to meet you in person. While I burp like crazy. Let's see. Nothing over here. Okay. Right, let's go back into the castle. Heliodor Castle. I'm afraid I cannot allow you to proceed any further. Not allowing me to go to the dungeon. His Majesty is waiting for you. To get to the throne room, head up these stairs and go straight on. Climb the stairs and go straight on. The king's waiting for you. Oh, I like what you're wearing. That musty bumpkin look is really in right now. I see. Okay. It's off limits. Greetings and welcome. How much exploring can I even do? Phew, that trading was brutal. Antidotal herb and a medicinal herb. Everything okay, buddy? Phew, trading with Sir Henrik is exhausting. I'm just taking another breather. With his eyes wide open. Nothing. Really? Just gonna leave me hanging like that? Ever since you arrived in the castle, there's been a curious tension in the air. I cannot quite put a finger on it. Or put my finger on it. Oh, it's the Luminary. Very nice to meet you. I'm a bit busy with my reading at the moment, though. Could we speak later, maybe? Nothing. Hey! A leather hat. Yeah, sometimes you can find armor pieces in these things, but I have no idea what I can find where and all that jazz, so I'm still just gonna go and buy stuff in the armor shop. And if I find doubles, I can just sell them or give them to somebody else, depending on where it is. We have traveled for days for an audience with the King of Heliodor, and now we are told he has a more important guest. The impertinence! Who could it be? It should only be another king. Who else would outrank one such as I? We are nobles of the most blue-blooded stock, and yet we have been told that we must wait for an audience with the king? Wayfarer's Close. There's a book called King Cornelian Behind the Throne. Having seen several generations of his line, I can say with some certainty that King Cornelian is a rare breed of monarch, possessed of all the qualities required in a truly great leader. Both loved and feared by the populace, he is like a father to them. Kind yet stern, firm yet fair. Not since the days of the great kings of old has our nation been so blessed. Though his face may have grown hard and lined since the terrible events that took place those few short years ago, some might say that this has added a certain depth to that improves him yet further. To have so resolutely overcome such grief and yet still led his nation boldly onwards is truly a sign that Cornelian is a king among kings. Getting to know all the lore. I like it though. I'm interested in it. Let's see. Hello, man. I'm stupendously wealthy and have brought marvelous gifts for the king, but now I hear that he means to grant an audience to some upstart, and I must wait. Ha! Hands off, urchin! Those are gifts from the king. You so as much touch them, and you'll be sorry. I guess I can't take everything. Nothing. There's a book called Erdrian Geography. Of the many nations, both large and small, that make up Erdria, there are 5, the so-called Great Five that stand above all others in the eyes of the world. Ancient and honorable Dunrazil, steadfast and stony Heliodor, Gallopolis, with its noble desert knights, Sniffelheim, with its snow-capped towers, and last but not least, Rust, carpeted in flowers. These 5 nations guide the world, meeting every few years at the great conference known as the Colloquy of Kings, in order to steer the course of Erdrian affairs in a direction agreeable to all. Alright. There's nothing over here. Alright, let's go and make our way over to the king. Or, at least in this general direction. As long as we have Sir Jasper and Sir Henrik on our side, we Heliodorians have nothing to fear. They were what? They've been fighting side by side to protect the kingdom ever since they were boys. Sniffelheim and Gallopolis aren't to be messed with, but there's no two ways about it. Heliodor is the most powerful kingdom in all the world. Our army will never allow the monsters to take over, you can be assured of that. This is His Majesty's chamber, and before you ask, no, you're not coming in. See entrance to the late princess's chamber. I'm afraid I cannot permit you to pass. The stairs to the left and right will take you up to the top floor, but there's not much up there that's really worth seeing. And besides, you're here to see the king, aren't you? Focus on the task at hand, I always say. Fancy getting to meet you in person. His Majesty must be very pleased that you finally appeared. I do think I will explore this though. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So much exploring to do. so many things to do except for the main quest. This game already knows how to make me happy. Make me ignore the main quest. Hey there, little buddy. Whoa. These things are very interesting. Let's go and check out this first. His Majesty asks you that you speak with him right away. Please make your way to the throne room. Nope. I don't think I will. A seed of Therapusis. A seed of what now? Magical mending a little bit. Yeah, sure. There we go. We have a shiny on the chandelier over here. Let's go into the balcony and see what this looks like. Oh, that was weird. My control stick was doing some weird stuff. A mini medal, nice. That red star on the sky is known as Erdwin's lantern, you know? I can't say it right now. Scholars have long wondered how it got that name, but I'm afraid it has remained a mystery. A single file, nice. Right, let's go and check out the left side now. There's something shiny in that chandelier, but I can't quite reach it. Well now, you must be a luminary I've been hearing so much about. You've been looking for the throne room, I'll warrant. Well, it's on the floor below this one. The king's expecting you, I believe. I find it very interesting that they made like different dialogue for every single knight. Almost none of them say like the identical things. It's very interesting. It's a nice attention to detail in a certain way. That like not everybody would say the identical things. Medicinal herb. I'm getting a lot of items from doing these things. Alright. These things look amazing. Like, these guys look amazing. So you're the dark spot. Sorry, forgive me. Sometimes I think out loud. His Majesty is very eager to see it. His Majesty is the most munificent man, but he does not suffer fools gladly. My advice is not to do anything stupid. Right?
That will be quite close enough. Welcome to Heliodor Castle, friend.
The Jewel of Dundrasil. You are bold indeed to have made your way here alone, Wanderer. I am Carnelian, ruler of Heliodor. How long have I waited for this day? And now, finally, we meet. Truly, it is an honor. The fact that you come here proffering the jewel and asking to speak with me personally would suggest that you know something of your true nature. I take it that you also bear the mark? Yes, the mark of light. Then there is no doubt. You are he. Rejoice, dear subjects. The day is upon us at last. The luminary walks among us once more. Tell me, O luminary, where exactly is it that you hail from? I would so very much like to pay tribute to those who took you in and raised you. I see. Cobblestone, you say? Jasper, you know of this place?
I do, my liege. A village of provincial nobodies deep in the rocky south.
Then I take it you know what to do. Do not disappoint me.
Yes, my liege.
Accursed luminary! I know not what your intent was in coming here alone, but whatever your wicked scheme, know that it shall not succeed!
Hendrik, take this cur, this harbinger of calamity, and cast him into the furthest corner of the dungeon. Know this. The luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm. And why is this? The reason is simple. Just as light is intertwined with darkness, so too is the luminary intertwined with the dread Lord of Shadows. His coming heralds the resurrection of the Dark One.
Did you really think you could fool one as wise as His Majesty? It was your great misfortune to confront one who knows your true nature. Men, seize this wretch! You claim to hail from Cobblestone. Well, before the sun has set 3 times, we shall know the truth. By then, Jasper will have returned from his investigation. If I were you, Darkspawn, I would not expect to live beyond that day.
Right, people, that's kind of it. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Dessert. I was playing Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of a New Savage, there we go. And next episode we're going to go and see what happens next in this dank dungeon. Goodbye.